Welcome everybody to another edition of Bair Blitz. This is a special one because we're in the playoffs now, so we're going to call this a playoff edition. We have a couple things we want to start out with first. We're going to turn the time over to these guys and then I'll introduce them.
Shout out to the volleyball team for winning state. That's pretty cool. Best team in the state.
Awesome.
Congrats to cross country, took third at state.
So we're representing Madison well. We're moving around the state, whooping some tail, let's just call it that. So today we have the privilege of having Spencer Hathaway and Mason McCorder with us. We played Meridian Friday night, and the score was?
27-14.
27-14. That was the first round of the playoffs, and this week we have Rocky Mountain. We'll get to that in a minute. We want to talk about a few things that happened Friday night. You guys played an awesome game. I mean, I think all across the board, everybody played well. Yeah. Offensive line, defensive line, receivers, everybody. I mean, you guys had a really good game. So, Mason, let's start off with you. You had 4 catches for 38 yards, but they were all big catches, right?
Yeah.
3 of them were TDs. Mm-hmm. And then I would have to say on the defensive side of the ball, you played lights out too. You knocked down a couple balls, had a pick, right? So if I was just to say, if I picked the best player of the game, it would have to be Mason on both sides of the ball. You did a fantastic job, and I think the moves the coaches have made are awesome, getting ready for the playoffs. Spencer, I got to point something out. We're going to go to a video here. Let's pull up that video that I selected. That's a crossing pattern. Here we go. Okay, watch Spencer right here. Come up the field, and you manhandle that dude all the way down the field. You did that probably, I would say, a half a dozen times. Yeah. And as I watched film, and I was there at the game, obviously, but as I watched film, that is huge that you're doing that, because that opens up that hole, and we're getting 8 to 10 yards every time you do that. So that's awesome job on that. Thanks. Then the other thing that you're doing that's fantastic is kicking the ball. Most of the guys I talk to on the kickoff team, they prefer it when you kick it out of the end zone, so then they don't have to run down there and get tired. So I know that's what Bridger says all the time. So that's awesome. You guys are doing fantastic. Let's go to Mason's play here, and we'll talk about that for a minute. Mason, what's the call on this?
Which one? Was this the?
At the crossing pattern in the back of the end zone.
So we just did. It was 93 OP because Carson was just going to do an out, and my guy was just like really small and playing inside of me. So we just crossed, and it was wide open. Jordan made a great throw. Yeah,
it was perfect. Jordan played great. I think Jordan had rushing yards. Jordan had like 150 some. Did awesome. Threw the ball well. I think we turned the ball over once, right, on a fumble.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, early in the game. But lately we've really minimized our turnovers, which is awesome. And the defense is picking up a few too. As we go into Rocky Mountain now, we need to have another game like Rigby where you have 4 or 5 turnovers on defense, So I think that's going to be a big thing for you guys this coming Friday night. We travel to Boise. You guys leave on a Thursday, correct?
Yeah, Thursday, I think.
So you'll get over there. Can we see the bracket for the playoffs? Okay, so we advanced, obviously. We play Rocky Mountain on Friday night. A couple other big games, Coeur d'Alene, Bora, Highland Eagle, and then Mountain View Post Falls. It would be really sweet, in my mind, to play Highland in the Dome for the state championship and put the hurt on them. But we got to deal with what's in front of us first, Rocky Mountain. They're undefeated, right?
Yep.
And they're probably one of the better teams in that bracket right now.
Yeah.
But after the game, I had a chance to talk to a lot of people as we come out of the crowd and go through the parking lot. And I got to say this, there's a lot of doubters, okay?
Oh, yeah.
And there's always going to be those kind of people that say, no way, we're not going to go over there and beat Rocky Mountain. But I'd like you guys to go over there and play your best and put the hurt on them and show everybody that we're here to play football. They've never played us. They don't know anything about us. Mm-hmm. And, we could match up completely different with them and go have a great game. And I know you guys can do it.
Yep.
So I'm in your corner for sure. So anything else you guys want to chat about? I mean, is there anything we can do as faculty and as a student body to help you guys get ready? I know it's a travel to go over there to Boise.
Yeah.
And we travel really well. Madison does.
Yep.
We'll fill the stands, but What can we do for you guys this week?
Just show your support. That always helps. When we know we have people behind us, we play a lot better. So
Absolutely.
We have a crowd.
yep, good to have crowds for sure.
Fans.
So let's go over there and silence everybody, huh?
Oh yeah.
And then just work our way to the championship.
Yep.
Okay, awesome.
do it.
Thanks everybody for tuning in for another edition of Bear Blitz. We're going to be back next week because we're going to win Friday night.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
Thanks.